Hello, right, we're going to Telford today, but first we've got to go pick up the truck. And that's what we're going on. Right, so we've got a man tractor unit, but because I'm taking dangerous goods, we need to have this orange sign up on the front and the back. So we're going to Telford. We'll be going along the A605 from Peterborough, then along the A14, then the M6 and the M54. Well, I say that's what we'll be doing. That's the plan at the minute, but we probably won't set off till 8, half 8, 9, somewhere like that. So that's when you get your road closures. So we may have to do a bit of diversion, depending on what roads are open and what aren't. But we'll can't tell which one's going to be open at the moment. It's too early. It's only about 7:30. Another hour and we'll be able to see which way we're definitely going to be going. We're carrying dangerous goods, so no passengers, period. Unless it's another colleague, then we can, but you know, some drivers like to take the family, you know, the children sometimes like to come along just for the experience on the school holidays. With dangerous goods you can't do that, so you know, you've just got to, there's certain rules that you can and can't do, and you have to go on a special course to get what's called an ADR license. And once you've got that, you know, sometimes you can do them for all the categories, and there's about 9 of them, something like that. I've just got, you do it like a core course, and then the category that you're driving. If you want to do all the categories you can. I just done it for one category because that's all I do. So, you know, that's that. Anyway, I'm just going to do my pre-use check and sort the trailer out, put the straps on, pull the curtains, and off we go. It's a 50-foot trailer with rear steers. So rear steers are great when you're going forward. The rear axle will turn, so if you're turning right, it'll come in that arc as well. However, when you're reversing, because when you reverse an articulated lorry, you've actually turned the wheels the wrong way. So what you've got to do is straighten up your wheels first, then start to move back, which locks them. And then you can turn, and the back axle won't turn. Otherwise, if you do, you can damage the trailer, and then what are you going to do? Anyway, so I don't know how far they're close to finishing loading the trailer, but by the time I get pre-use checks and check the trailer, it should be fairly soon before we get going. Right, let's go.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
So the sat-nav will go a little bit silly now because we're actually approaching a 7.5 ton limit, but whichever way we go from this particular depot, there's now 7.5 ton limit. So
at the roundabout, take the first exit to Broadway.
So those limits only came in after the depot was there, so they've got to allow those haulage companies access
At the
So
roundabout, take the second exit to Broadway.
right, we should get there. Well, it's saying 11 o'clock, but it's about it's about 10 to 9, and it'll take us longer than that. It's about 2.5 hours in a truck, and then if there's roadworks or diversions on top of that,
At the roundabout, take the second exit to Broadway.
then we'll be further delayed. So at the minute it's looking about 11:15, which is fine in the evening. Right, so if these lights change before I can get through, I'm going to have to go through now anyway. Hopefully that bus has given us enough room. Yes, just.
Turn right onto Daimler Avenue, then enter the roundabout.
With no serious diversions, with it being a Friday, they sometimes don't shut the roads. So it's going to be, at the minute, a fairly straight run there. We'll just see how we get on.
Turn left onto Chapel Street, then take the first right.
I do know there's some roadworks just after junction 6 on the M6, which is right near Birmingham. That might cause us a problem, and if they close junction 7 to 10, we will have a diversion, but we won't know that until we get a bit closer. They tend to shut that section of road a bit later than other roads because it's just such a busy area.
Turn left at the traffic light, then take the first left.
Now these traffic lights, because they've got a little side road just there, I'll just come over the white line because it's a very long trailer. And then at least cars trying to get down that little road can get round me. There we go. That little red car going round the back of me now.
Turn left at the traffic light.
I was due to be driving a MAN tractor unit, but the brake lights on the trailer did not work with that particular unit. I think it was probably the cable, but I don't want to risk it. I don't like driving that MAN truck because the steering is very, very light and you're fighting with it all the time. Just going straight, you're really having to fight quite significantly. The Renault that I'm driving now, that's got light steering, but it's nowhere near as light as that MAN truck. Anyway, we've got a Renault, which is fine. Just coming onto the
In 2
A1M
miles,
north.
take exit 17 on the left to A605, then keep left.
And we'll come off at Peterborough, near where the services are. I was a bit annoyed back in the yard because when I found out I had to swap this truck because I was checking the trailer and the brake lights wouldn't work. To speed things up, not got home a little bit earlier because must have cost us quarter of an hour. There's a lot of traffic there. Awful lot of traffic there. Don't think I've ever known that. Must have been a blockage or something. Right, on the way back it looks like we'll have to have a diversion. Last night we had to go a different way. Are there any cars coming up?
Continue on A14.
No, it looks like it's closed. So when we go back, we'll be going back a different way by the looks of it. His brake lights are going to come on in a minute when he sees that police car. See? M6, junction 1 and 2, 20-minute delay, how wonderful. Right, we may have some road closures round near Birmingham, so we may be using the toll road yet. We'll make a decision a bit further on. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to start squeezing people out so that they don't push in front of me. Come on, car. So just went over the white line a little bit. Come on. All these cars need to learn how to drive. Just get out of my way. Just need to get out of my way. I go in behind this truck. You got to be really careful because you can have a little car on your left hand side right in your blind spot. That truck didn't like that car pushing in. He wasn't going to let anybody in. Not letting you. Not letting you.
Keep left on M6, then keep right.
Right, until there's a cross above in those information things above, we can go ahead. So the crosses are coming up, so we can go right up to that. If we go underneath that cross, then we've committed some sort of road traffic offence, I think, or we can get done for it. But we can go right up to that cross. Anybody who goes underneath one of those crosses might find something in the post for them. When they get home. Who's gonna fight me? That car there, but I'm being let in now. When you're on diversion, because I'm towing a double-decker extra long trailer, you've really got to be careful about what routes you go down, because you're very, very tall. This trailer is 16.1 in height, so there are a lot of bridges that it might not get under, and you've also got to think about trees and building overhangs and so forth. And this is what night trunking's all about. It's about road closures, road works and diversions. Right, well, I've just been to the ladies, and the time I got back, my truck was offloaded. That's how fast these people are. And it's a double-decker trailer, so it's most of the trailer. You've got 2 levels for pallets, and then the front bit you've just got, for tall things. But yeah, it doesn't take them long. I best just have a look to see how I'm gonna fare getting back. So yeah, we're gonna have to go back M54, M6, A14 and then on to the A43, because Thrapston, well, the A14 between 12 and 13 is shut, and we come off at 13, so we'll have to go that way instead. But other than that, it's looking fairly clear. There's the roadworks between junction 1 and 2 on the M6, but that'll be clear by the time we get there. So yeah, it should be a clean run back. Oh, we'll ignore that. This is Google Maps. It doesn't always go the way a truck would go. Yep, so my truck is wobbling, which means the forklift's putting something on. Oh no, they're taking off still. But they'll load me up. It's just like a pallet swap here. Another truck's coming, so it's going to get very noisy in a minute. You'll have all the beep beep beeping. And I think there's either another 1 or 2 trucks that we're waiting for. But it just depends on whether there's any pallets for my truck on there. If there aren't, they'll let me go. And just, you know. So we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to read my book. And just check that in a good position. Yep. Got to hand a fuel card in at this one before he'll let us have fuel. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Exit to A605.
Right, that's me done and on my way home now.